week.
All right, here we go. Welcome back. We got another episode of Inspired by True Event Sports Podcast. Got my boy Neil, Phil, and Kenny with me. How you guys doing today? How you feeling?
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm not talking about it.
Lovely.
Well,
Top 4 pick, here we come.
Top 4
Justin
pick.
Fields come back home.
Top 9 pick.
That's what they got right now. That's what it's looking like.
I'm a Packers fan.
Yeah,
Listen, man, and when we get Justin Fields, it's over for you, Lawrence. That means we got 2 more years of Matt Ryan, and then we're just handing the keys to Justin Fields. Woo!
I have full faith that they're gonna make the wrong decision.
So do I. Don't worry.
That's what I'm hoping for. Because if they get Fields, I do not want to see that twice a year.
I'm a Packers fan.
You say you're a Packers fan? Why are you a Packers fan?
Yeah, I'm a Packers fan.
Aaron Rodgers is playing amazing though.
Yeah,
Adams too.
Yeah, I'm a Packers fan. Yeah.
What? I thought you were a Rams fan.
Oh, I'll be a Rams fan Sunday at 4:25, but for right now, I'm a Packers fan.
Right.
You so do you believe in that week to week thing now that I talk about?
No, I don't believe in anything you say ever.
You gotta be week to week, man. So the losses don't hurt. Like you losing to the Jets, and then
I don't care. The Jets look like one of the best teams in the league right now. They're about to go 3 in a row.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna win out.
Yeah.
Who play this week?
Patriots, right?
Oh, they might beat y'all. Yeah,
ain't no might about it.
Hot garbage over there in New England.
Sam Darnold playing for his career.
Yeah, I'm fine to lose, to be honest. That's a
but Phil, what do we have for the pick'ems? What are we looking like right now? I know I'm in the lead. You know,
barely.
I gotta be barely.
Hey. So at fourth, we have Kenny still at 14-16. Third, Neil is 15-15, so he's at 500. I'm at 18-12, and Lawrence, you're at 19-11. So still a close race. Very close race.
Nice.
We just need some slip ups from here and there, and we'll be good.
Oh man, I don't know. We got some good games this week. Everything matters. We got we picked 5 here. We got the Dolphins and the Bills. We got the Rams and the Cardinals, the football team and the Eagles. That shit is so weird saying that. The football team, like
the football team.
You think they'll just keep it just because? You think they'll try to change it in the offseason?
Yeah. Dan Snyder said right now they're likely keeping it at the moment because the fans liked it and they liked it.
Okay,
it's not bad.
And then we got the Giants and the Cowboys, and then the Browns and the Steelers. So let's get right into it. I feel like we did not shed enough light on them this season. The Browns versus the Steelers. I feel like the Steelers, we really haven't talked a lot about the Steelers.
Because they're frauds. That's why. Yeah,
that's what you're starting off with?
Oh, yeah. Steelers are frauds. If you go back a couple weeks on the podcast, I said it. I said, I don't even think – the Steelers were undefeated when I said it. They've been frauds since then.
Do you feel like they got lucky last week?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Oh, yeah. You're high on Old Man Rivers. Now all of a sudden it's luck?
Oh, it was luck to Old Man Rivers. I don't know what happened to him. I think
you guys are – everyone's been quick to call Steelers frauds this year, but they beat the Browns. They beat the Ravens twice. They beat the Colts.
So by your account, beating the Browns really shouldn't mean anything.
Okay, then we'll take the Browns out of it. But I'm saying they're a playoff team. I'm talking about all playoff teams they've played. The only teams they've lost to are also playoff teams. Like we're calling them frauds. It's not like they lost to the Jets, LA.
They're frauds.
I mean, you can call them frauds if you want, but they've just played 5 games in 25 days. They had no bye week this year.
Yep. That's the schedule. That's how the games are rolled out. I don't want to hear that.
No, that's not the schedule. No bye week is not how the schedule is. And COVID messed up their schedule. Nobody else in the NFL. Exactly.
Everybody's had time to rest that week.
They're the only team. Well, them and the Titans both didn't have a bye week, but the Titans didn't have to play 5 games in 25 days.
That's true. And
the Steelers are still sitting at what? What are they right now? 12-3.
Yeah.
They can go 13-3. If we're going to call them a fraud,
yeah,
when the only games they lost are
they're frauds,
playoff teams and the Bengals.
They're frauds, and I think Cleveland beats them this weekend.
All right, what's the score? What you got there then?
21-17, Cleveland.
Cleveland going to Cleveland, and Cleveland is going to lose this game and miss out on the playoffs. This is the kind of game the Browns lose. There's no chance they should lose this game because Big Ben's sitting. They're probably going to sit a couple other guys, and the Browns are at full health and need to win this game. This is a game that historically Cleveland always finds a way to lose, and Cleveland is going to be Cleveland, and Cleveland is going to lose this game by 4 points.
By 4 points?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to agree with Neil. It really depends on who else they call out, because Big Ben's already gone, and we saw from last year that's a very huge part of the offense. Because if you don't have Big Ben, they already have running problems, so it's gonna be having trouble with them rolling on offense. So I just have Cleveland by a close game just because of that. If they struggled without Big Ben before, and they could possibly struggle without Big Ben this week. So Browns by 4.
That goes both ways, though, because they struggled with Big Ben, but they still beat the Browns last year without Big Ben, without Juju, and without Connor. So,
And then Mason Rudolph got a dent in his head.
Devlin Hodges played that game, so even worse.
It also depends what Miles does to Mason Rudolph. But.
I definitely need to. I'm gonna be watching that to see, is Miles Garrett active?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's gonna be interesting to watch. But for me personally, Big Ben being out of this game, and if the Browns get all their players back from COVID list, I do believe the Browns would beat them, and then make it interesting for the last push for that last spot in the playoffs. I think it comes by. Oh man, I think it comes by either the Steelers having the ball last and not scoring, or a field goal, and we see, who is it, Cody Parkey come on the field? Is it Parkey?
Ooh, it is. I believe
Yeah.
so.
So I don't know. I hope they don't get to that point where it's a field goal, but I think the Steelers will have the ball last, and then they won't be able to get it done. So I got the Browns.
If it's in Cody Parkey's hand, then we might be a little worried there, but we'll see.
He better make that kick. That's for the playoffs.
Upright.
They lose, they're not in, right?
Yeah.
If they lose, they need everyone else to lose. So yeah, they got to win.
They gotta win.
They gotta win.
Because
Baltimore is not playing no games out here. They're catching some steam out there. But going from there, we got the football team and we got the Eagles. How you guys feeling about that?
What's the scenario here for this?
If Washington wins, they're in.
The win they're in, they lose, and
if they lose, they're out.
They lose,
they're out, and Dallas is in.
Well, no, whoever wins the Dallas and Giants game is in.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Right.
Crazy.
This is a wonderful scenario.
Wow.
The Eagles are the only team that are out of it.
So the Eagles are playing for nothing. Washington's playing for a football shot.
The only thing, the Eagles are playing for spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's division rival.
Right. So they are actually going to try.
What if the Giants and Washington win at the same time? Is it, or
as long
Washington's
as Washington
in?
wins,
If Washington wins, they're in.
Okay, so they're a game ahead of them.
No, I think they have the
Giants have the tie on them. They beat them.
The Giants have the tie. So it's just the Giants, or the Washington has to win because they'll be 7-9, and the Giants would only be 6-10, I believe. Correct.
What happens if both games tie?
That's what I was about to say.
If both games tie, then it goes to Washington, because as of right now, Washington's in first place in the division.
Yeah,
because it would be the same thing.
Go to the next category or whatever, conference or division percentage and all that other crazy shit.
I think Philadelphia. I don't know. Philadelphia is gonna have struggle with that Washington defense. I think Washington wants in on the playoffs bad. So I don't know who's gonna play the quarterback.
Alex Smith was seen at practice today. I don't know if he's going to actually play, but
if not Alex Smith, is it
Taylor
Haneke?
Yeah, Taylor Haneke.
Well, let me tell you, but he didn't look bad when he came in. It could also be though because the Panthers
super confident
game plan for him. So he is. Last year when he played for the Panthers against the Falcons, he had some drives where he's not afraid. Like, he doesn't look like your typical practice squad quarterback. I'll give him that.
Gross. Yeah, I'll go football team by a field goal.
He's mobile too. He's a mobile quarterback too.
He is. Shout out to Ephraim Wright. He used to get him in Madden every year in our franchises. We're drafting no quarterbacks, and Taylor Haneke would be his quarterback.
He used to be like 86 speed.
Yep. He would run read option. Gone. But I'm going with the football team. They're my pick to make the playoffs, so I'm going to need them to win to be correct. So I'm going to pick them. If Alex Smith plays, I think they definitely win this game. Heineke plays, is going to be a close one, but I think they still probably win by a touchdown. Jalen Hurts is real, but the Washington defense is realer. so I'm going with them.
Well, my pick to win the division was Philly. Now that they're out, I kind of know how to pick for that. So, yeah, I agree pretty much what Kenny said. Washington has the opportunity here to go to the playoffs, and their defense is the real deal this season. And I mean, the Eagles really don't have anything to play for. I mean, they could be petty, try to win or lose the game depending on how scenarios go. But I see Washington winning a very close one, probably like four or less.
I think Carson Wentz could have did what Wentz did, or Hurts did last week. He played shitty, real shitty. But
back-to-back turnovers.
Yeah, see, but they want him as quarterback. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be more of the same. It's gonna show that the front office don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. But for this game, I think Washington football team, they get it done. Gibson is getting more and more healthy. I think McKissick did McKissick go down last week?
Well, he's not on their injury report this week though.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So I think he had got banged up or something. But
yeah,
Washington, their team is gonna be something special. I think McLaren he sat out last week too. So if he comes back, they fully healthy, Eagles don't stand a chance.
This team is really built for a backup quarterback though, because they have such good running backs for the checkdowns. Like, you don't have to be super talented at quarterback to succeed in this offense.
Yep, 2 receiving backs, and you got one that can run downhill. So
and just in case you got Scary Terry over there too, so in case you need a
Logan Thomas is pretty good. He's emerging as a solid tight end. Over time. But going from there, what do we got? We got the Giants and the Cowboys.
Another NFC least.
NFC league.
Wouldn't know we'd be talking about 2 NFC East matchups at the end of the year.
Just based off my last pick, because I got Washington, I'm beating Philly. I'll go Dallas over New York just because I picked Dallas to get in. So I'll stick with them. Dallas over New York, 21-17.
21-17.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Dallas too because they're getting hot at the right time. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they are a team that this would be the momentum you'd want going into the playoffs. I'm going to pick them to beat the Giants. The Giants look like they can't get out of their own way right now.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to make it 3-0 Dallas since Andy Dalton's looking decent out there. The line held up a little bit. We saw a breakout game from Michael Gallup, the one for fantasy owners been waiting for all year. So week 16 it comes, but the offense is looking like it finally knows what it's doing. So I've had them winning the last game of the season by 10 against the Giants.
By 10.
Yep.
Man, this is about to be a blowout.
Blowout.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Cowboys blowout. They're gonna blow out the Giants. Daniel Jones, I don't know how you regress. I don't know how he shows incline, then he goes downhill like immediately. I don't get it. But they're gonna start looking at that, and people are gonna start calling for his job because that shit is just like it's just bad. I don't know. I think it's gonna be by 3 or more possessions. At least 3.
17-38.
Hey man, he looks bad, bro. Like I don't know. I was the big advocate for I thought the Giants said they was gonna pull this
I think
out.
that was your pick, yeah.
But he got injured and then came back, and then just all that momentum he had before he got hurt killed, and then he's just playing bad right now. So that's what I think is gonna happen.
Yeah, also losing Saquon is also a huge loss that not a lot of teams can make up for.
That is very true. And man, I kind of forgot about that. I kind of forgot about him for a little bit, especially when a player is injured for the whole year. You kind of forget about him and shit. So, but once he comes back, because he's gonna come back probably even stronger. Because
that'll relieve the stress off Daniel Jones a little bit. He'll have somebody he can actually get the ball to. I mean, Wayne Gallman's pretty good, but he ain't no
Saquon.
Saquon could juke somebody out in the telephone booth.
Yeah.
That boy is special. Going from there, we got Nils. Was it Nils? This must win?
Nah, I'll go first here. We got Rams versus the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I got the Cardinals by 15 here. Easy pick. Move on with the day. Easy pick.
So L3 and they missed the playoffs.
No,
They'll
Packers.
make the playoffs
Oh,
because the
they'll make-
Browns
Packers
or the
Packers
Bears
will beat the
lose.
Bears. Rams will lose to the Cardinals, and we'll get into the playoffs.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals too. Just I can't see the Cardinals missing out on the playoffs, and I don't see John Wolford or Blake Bortles beating the Cardinals this week. So
Cooper Kupp also on COVID list,
yeah, so it's just
and Darrell Henderson, our leading
Blake
rusher, has
Bortles,
high.
yeah, it's just there's the stars are not lining up for the Rams at all. They're gonna end up with what, the 7th seed, or
6
if
seed.
things go the way, 6th seed. So he'll play the 3 seed. Yeah, I mean, things didn't line up the way McVay's ultimate plan tried to play against the NFC East team, but hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometime.
Come on down. Wait, hold on. Time out. I gotta ask you something now before we go. Okay, so y'all looking at the Washington football team
Yep.
if y'all make it. Oh,
I
you're
believe
gonna
so.
make it. You're gonna make it.
Well, only if you're the 5 seed, which right now looks like Tampa's going to get it.
No, if the Falcons win and Green Bay wins and we lose,
And you win.
is it?
Because the Bucks have 10 wins, so you have to tie with them to get the 5 seed.
Let's see. I sent you guys a picture. So
Yeah.
for us to get the 5 seed, we need Atlanta to win, and we need to win. And then for us to get the 6 seed, we need Tampa to win. We need to win, and it doesn't matter at that point if Green Bay wins or not. So we're not getting the 7th. If we get the 7th seed, we'll lose to Arizona, and Green Bay will win, and Tampa Bay will win, and then we'll get the 7th seed.
So right now it's what the Bears are in.
Right. So if we win, Tampa wins, we get the 6th seed, regardless of what Green Bay does. If we win and Atlanta wins, we get the 5 seed, regardless of what Green Bay does. So I'm a Falcons fan and I'm a Green Bay fan.
Well, I definitely need the Bears to win so Saints can have that bye week for MT.
You ain't getting the bye week though, bud.
Yeah.
Because if you end up just tied with Green Bay, if it's just head to head, Green Bay gets it, and if it's a 3-way tie, Seattle gets it. Yes.
Hold on, time out.
If it's a 3-way tie at the top, Seattle gets it. And if it's just a head-to-head tie between you and Green Bay gets it.
So if there's a 3-way tie at 12-4?
Yeah, if you all finish with the same record, which means you all win.
Then
Well, you all win except for Seattle
Seattle's
gets it.
Seattle's going to get
If you finish with the same record as Green Bay gets it.
Yeah. So
It is impossible for you to finish with a better record than Green Bay. So you are not getting the 1 seed.
0% chance.
Damn.
Yeah, because there's only 2 outcomes. Either you finish head-to-head the same as Green Bay, which means they get it, or you, Green Bay, and Seattle all finish the same and Seattle gets it.
Okay. Because I was reading this article and the guy was trying to explain it, and it was like my brain was
it makes
hurt.
your head spin. Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
I use the playoff
like,
machine and just figure it out.
If the Saints win and then what happened, like just keep it. He was like, there's a 60% chance if right now it was like 75% that the Packers are going to get it, and then it was like 10 for the Saints, and then for the Seahawks it was like whatever rest the percentages.
Don't sleep on John Wolford though.
Hey,
You just picked him to lose by
sleep.
15 points.
Don't sleep
Don't
by John.
sleep.
Don't
Sleep
sleep
on
on John Wolford.
you just took a nap on him.
Don't sleep on him, man.
This is
Go
crazy.
off
Absolutely ridiculous.
John Wolford wins this game. He start playoffs week 1.
If John Wolford wins this game, I want Jared Goff gone. Ship him out. John Wolford is the starting quarterback of the Los Angeles Rams.
That is that a fact?
Yep. Hundo.
Well, going from there.
Sean McVay pulls a Sean Payton and goes Blake Bortles randomly Sunday morning.
No,
That's
it's not going to happen.
Oh my goodness.
Going from there, I got the Cardinals winning this one. It's just a balance right now. Everything's going wrong for the Rams. Well, the Cards did lose last week, so they're probably pissed off. They lost to the 49ers without their most of their weapons, so they're looking for blood. And apparently, the Rams are in the way weekend, so it's going to be closer than everyone expects. I'm guessing like a late field goal for the Cardinals.
Sean McVay has never lost to the Cardinals.
This is the first time ever. He probably never lost to the Jets either.
Yeah.
I'm being completely honest with you. I need the Rams. I need the Rams to win this game because I do not want to see the Tyler running around in New Orleans. I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with that. Watching that, and he breaks 90-yarders and all that, and CGJ hits him out of bounds, giving him a concussion or something, and there's penalties because D-Hop is going 90 yards on the field. So, Rams, please win the game because I do not want to deal with that nonsense.
Are you picking the Rams right now?
Yes, I'm picking the Rams.
He's picking the Rams because he's afraid of the Cardinals.
No, not the Cardinals. I don't want to deal with the whole D-Hop, deep pass, and Kyler Murray running around like it's backyard football game.
Because he's afraid to play the Cardinals in the
gonna
first round of the playoffs.
It's gonna be pass interference, defense, every 2 plays.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
Yes,
let's go Arizona because I want to see Kyler Murray take down Drew Brees.
I don't want to deal with it.
Who, if the Rams are in, who do we play in the first round? If we get the 5,
if you get the 5 seed, you'll play against Washington.
okay.
Yes.
If we get the 6,
you'll play against the 3 seed, which is
Seattle.
Yes.
And it would flip flop like based
Let's
on
go.
if the Saints lose or something like that, then things change just a little bit. Like they bump down to 3, Seattle goes to 2, and then shit flips like that. And if
what
we
for the 7?
so to be honest,
If you're
like,
the 7, we play
seed, you'll
Saints?
yes.
I want to be the 7th seed now, to be honest.
yeah.
I'm happy with all outcomes.
Yeah. I've been looking at
I've been
looking at all this, so like I can't wait until they
Bro,
until the games end at
Here,
1
I got
o'clock.
the playoff
all
machine
the
up, so let's
smoke.
go.
All the
So
smoke.
let's say Green Bay wins. Let's say New Orleans wins. Let's say Arizona wins. Let's say Seattle wins. Then we get LA has the 7th seed and they play against New Orleans.
I want
Arizona
it.
gets the 6th seed against Seattle, and Tampa and Washington play.
Yeah,
Green Bay gets the bye.
I want it.
I've been watching Kenny. I've been watching this the whole time. That's all I want.
Oh,
I'm tired of hearing your
want it.
mouth. I'm tired of hearing your mouth.
So if it's Saints versus Rams, that'll be
We're gonna beat the.
I want it.
We're gonna beat the dog shit out of y'all in New Orleans. Like,
I want that shit.
yes, exactly. Yep.
Not only are you going to lose, but you're going to lose to a backup quarterback. That's
not
going to be the
gonna
best
happen, bro.
part.
That's
And
not
a backup running back. That's
not
going to be the
gonna
best
happen, bro.
part.
It's not gonna happen. You listen. You don't even believe that. L2.
Oh, I believe it.
L2.
I don't even know what that means.
2 losses.
2 losses.
You
I'm
lost.
not
I give a
saying
shit.
when you scroll to the right on your team's
I don't care.
on your team's schedule.
Don't care. Because if we
L2,
play the
that's what-
Saints in the first round of the playoffs, it's a Vic.
That's
Easy.
we're bouncing y'all so fast.
See ya.
Phil, all I can say is I can't wait, pal.
Can't wait, bro. Can't wait for
Roly
this.
Cope's
See
not
you
on-
later.
Not on the team anymore, right?
I can't wait.
I just want to make sure.
Can't wait. That's in the past. We're not talking about that. We're talking about right now 2020 teams. That's in the past.
I'll just make
See
sure.
ya.
That's in the
I'll just make
past.
sure he's on-
We
he's on
talking
the team
about the
anymore.
present.
I know. Is he still on the Rams or no?
No,
I think
he's
he's
not.
Philly, right?
Nah, he's
Ooh.
not. I forget what team he's on.
What are
Philly,
you
right?
talking about?
The hit stick boy.
Oh, he's on Philadelphia.
Nikel Roby Coleman. Yeah.
I'll just make sure.
I didn't realize he was that fucking tiny. He's like
Yeah, he's
5'8" or
tiny.
some shit. But
Okay, last game.
the year that he hit sticks, he was like the best corner, the slot corner in the league. Like PFF ranked him like number 1
oh, don't
year.
believe PFF.
We don't listen to PFF.
PFF
that year.
trash. They literally said Larry Fitz had never had no drops. And the guy did a video and it was like physical videos of him dropping multiple passes.
Yeah.
Padding
If-
stats.
If Jared Goff comes back for the playoffs because he had thumb surgery, got a couple screws slapped in that motherfucker, and Walford wins the game against the Cardinals,
Halle Berry.
I don't want to see Goff. I don't want to see him. Sit him on the bench.
No, believe in your team. Believe in your quarterback. Okay.
Sit him on the bench.
That's what I've done
There's
all
something
season.
wrong with him.
I believe in my quarterbacks, no matter who's in. Believe in your quarterback.
He needs
man.
fuck a thumb surgery. Man needs an MRI. There's something wrong with him.
Yo, wouldn't that be something? The team that absolutely destroyed Drew Brees' thumb last year for the same injury, you guys got to play the Saints again with your quarterback having that same injury.
The only difference
Listen,
is,
it's right.
our quarterback popped the thumb back in and played the rest of the game and threw for 80 yards after. Your little pussy ass old man fuckboy quarterback had to go and miss the whole season.
Yo, they're like 16 years apart.
Pussy ass bitch. Fuck Drew Brees.
Here we go. L2 is here now. He didn't have just for people that's watching and listening. He did not have this energy when we were in pre-pro. Okay. Another thing too. Another thing too is make sure y'all go and follow us on every social media platform. It's gonna be in the description. And also follow,
because if you want to be entertained on a Sunday, follow Neil on Twitter during a Rams game. There is nothing more funny. You experience the highest of highs and lowest lows in 30-second spans.
He knows.
They score a touchdown and they're great, and then they come back out and they get burnt. That's it. We suck. We're terrible. It's the greatest.
I'm always here.
Also, comment down below.
Yeah, comment below.
In a playoff
Other thing is too, follow us, follow the network on at IBTE Network on all platforms. But bro, hold on, man. Like I've been the past like 8 weeks, I've just been watching. I'm watching, and I'm like, they lose to the Jets.
You want to lose that bad in the first round of the playoffs? You want to lose again?
That's not a loss.
The Superdome? You want to lose again?
It's not a loss.
You want to get bounced again? New Orleans wants a heartbreaking loss?
It's not a loss, bro.
This is gonna be fun in a couple weeks, Kenny.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
I can't wait.
I wanted this.
Pray to God.
I believe I said earlier. I believe.
Pray to God, because Drew Brees does not want to see Jalen Ramsey. Drew Brees does not want to see.
Listen, I think Phil and I need to get together and watch that game just to view the chat. What's gonna go on between you two going back and forth? Phil and I need to have a drink together while that's going on.
What we're gonna do.
We need the 7 seed, Kenny.
You need the bottom.
You need the 7 seed, yes.
Bottom tier team losing to the Jets.
So you need to lose, and you need the Saints, Packers, and Seahawks all to win.
Possible.
No. We need you to lose too. We need
Tampa Bay we gotta lose too.
Right.
Well, even if Tampa Bay loses, though, they'll still be 10-6. They'll have a better record than you.
Yeah, they're gonna stay at that spot.
No, but I'm saying if Tampa Bay wins, if Tampa Bay loses, we don't get the 7 seed.
Yes, you do.
Sure?
As long as you lose.
Yeah, you lose. If you lose, you bounce down to that spot. You're
automatically
in, but because you gotta think about if the Bears go and win.
Yeah, the only way that you can hop the Bucks is if you win and the Bucks lose.
Right, and then we get the 5 seed. Right.
You guys got the matchup.
But I don't see a scenario with us getting a 6 seed with
and you only get the 5 or 7.
So I don't see a 6 seed with Atlanta winning.
No, you don't. You either get the 5 seed or you get the 7 seed. Because if you finish with the same record as the Bucks, you're gonna hop the Bucks because you have them head to head.
Because we beat them.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
all right. So yeah, this is the final
playoffs, man. Love it.
Final game here. We got Dolphins and the Bills. Well, what you got over there now? Don't get emotional.
What happened?
Late.
I don't even know what the question is.
Don't get emotional.
What's the question, sir?
Dolphins and Bills.
If you stop talking over me.
Buffalo Bills, Super Bowl champs.
Yo, listen, Bills.
Hottest team in the league.
Bills are the hottest team in football right now. I would not want to play the Buffalo Bills right now.
Mr. 350
I said the Bills
and 3
were the best
tutties.
team in the AFC 5 weeks ago, and they're still the best team in the AFC. And they're the best team.
I know you're not doing this right now.
No, he did say. No, he did say it. You said it too, Lawrence.
Yeah, I was about to
Lawrence,
say, I was on the train early.
I don't think you ever called them the best, but yeah, you were on the train.
Yeah, I was like, I love it. Like Josh Allen.
I said they're the best team in the AFC. They're the team to beat. I said they're going to the Super Bowl. They're going to win the Super Bowl this year. Bills, baby. I'm going to Buffalo. I don't even like the Bills. Fuck the Bills, but I'm going. I'm busting through a table.
Yo, have you guys before we do
Bills.
answer, before y'all do answer, did y'all see y'all team schedules yet?
For next year, Falcons play in Buffalo, and we play in New Jersey against the Giants. I'm getting a bus trip to one or both of those places.
Wait, they released 2021 schedule?
But no, you already know what teams you're playing. You just don't know
AFC East versus
just who you're playing, not dates and stuff.
Gotcha,
but yeah,
gotcha.
Kenny, I'll probably go with you because I'm trying to just go to. It don't matter what games.
Yeah, I'm getting.
After COVID,
we're hoping that COVID is not going to be a thing.
Yeah, true.
But if COVID's not a thing, then I'm getting a bus trip together.
I'll go to a Patriots game. I'll go to LA for a Rams game.
Any Patriots Falcons rematch.
I'll go.
Yeah,
don't matter.
that one's in Atlanta, Phil.
That's still be fun to watch.
One thing this pandemic has did, bro, is you got to create these moments, man. Like, especially, I'm not missing out again. I promise you that.
We got to play next year. We got to play Old Man Rivers. Who am I picking that game?
Well,
he's probably retiring. He said.
Yeah,
no, he did.
Yep.
Neil, I meant to ask you, how do you feel about the fact that Old Man Rivers lost to your fraudulent Steelers and are now out of the playoffs if they started today?
Yeah.
After he was ahead 24-7.
I don't know. I gotta have a talk with him. Like, we gotta have a sit down, like a chat.
I'm just saying.
There's something going on over there with him.
But we got, like I said, we got the Dolphins and the Bills. Neil said the Bills for sure. Are we going unanimous, or is somebody doing something different?
I think we're going unanimous, I believe.
Yeah, unanimous. They're the hottest team in football right now.
Not even Magic can save that. Save the Bills.
And you know what's crazy? There was people that actually said that Stephon Diggs would not thrive in Buffalo.
I'm just confused on where the hate for Stephon Diggs was. Like, even in fantasy this year,
no, because they thought Thielen was better, and he never was.
No, right, but even if you thought that's the case, he was the clear-cut #1 receiver in Buffalo. Why do people think he was just not going to be good? I'm confused.
Probably because of during the Monday Night Football game. I don't know, not a lot of people watched that game, but I think Josh Allen was like last in like completion percentage the last 2 years. Maybe that's what it was from, or maybe just him in general.
No, and right, that could be true. Josh Allen, if you are the only, if you're the only option there, that means he's going to force feed you the ball. So even if he's only completing 40% of his passes, if 80% of his passes are going to you, what does that say?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody saw Josh Allen have MVP season this year.
No,
obviously.
not at all.
So that's probably why. And last year we saw Josh Allen; he wasn't good. I mean, he was decent enough.
Yeah, he had some He had some flashes.
He had flashes, but this year those flashes became full games. So that's why.
But even like John Brown was a decent receiver with the Browns last year. So you're telling me Stephon Diggs ain't better than John Brown? Like, so I just can't understand why people thought that Diggs was like just gonna fall off the face of the earth. No one expected him to have a top 5 year. But I always thought
John Brown was fairly decent as a receiver because he was with the Cardinals, but he just never had a quarterback.
He's fast.
So like he was always a vertical threat. But I think Josh Allen is a perfect example of a front office going to get you a piece and to make you better and have you not throw you under the bus like the Eagles did. Like imagine the Eagles going to get Stephon Diggs. Yeah, what's the conversation now? He's got somebody that can throw the ball down the field to, that won't drop the ball, can create space when he gets the ball and things like that. So yeah.
And this is an example of Buffalo. Draft your guy at all cost. People thought they reached on Josh Allen. You should have taken Josh Rosen before him, blah, 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 blah. No, they took the guy that best fit their scheme, and they thought had the highest ceiling. They didn't care if it was too early or too late. Yeah. So this is a perfect example of if your guy is available, doesn't matter if it's 20 picks too early, take him right now.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think like the front offices too, they like I would say the Rams. Like the Rams, what they did is put tons of pieces around Jared Goff. Now playing good with those pieces. Now who's truly the problem? So like you give the quarterback the pieces. If he sucks when he has the pieces, the problem is typically him.
He needs a CAT scan or something.
But like, would you feel me? Like Jared Goff has his flashes where he's amazing, but then that is overshadowed by other shit.
Most inconsistent quarterback in the league, for sure, without a doubt.
Yep.
Yeah. By far.
100%. He's an MVP 1 week, and he's the 32nd best quarterback in the NFL the next week.
It's absolutely nuts. It's just insane.
And it should never be like that, especially being a pro. You gotta I think Josh Allen too showed that he had growing pains early on, the fumbling and all that shit, and then he came back every year. He got better, improved.
When people talk about Jared Goff and they talk about it's a simple thing of mental lapses. Apparently, he just forgets how to play football or something. Like that interception he threw in Seattle. It was nuts. He's running, and instead of taking 4 yards on first down, he literally just lofts the ball over everybody's head and just throws it. Literally, I could have intercepted that ball. It was just like a play. Jared Goff even said after the game, he was like, it was the worst play of my career. Like, bro, I don't think he had eyes. I think his eyes are painted on his head.
All right, so that's a perfect segue. We're talking about Daniel Jones. We're talking about Josh Allen making improvements, Jared Goff being inconsistent, Daniel Jones being inconsistent, Dwayne Haskins.
Let me start off on this.
Off the field
man.
nonsense. Yeah, off the field nonsense, crying that they're not playing, they're not being fair to him. I want my opportunity. You get your opportunity. You have the C on your chest, and you throw it away. You throw it away when your team is about to go. You're gonna make your first playoff appearance, and you didn't all season.
And if Alex Smith isn't healthy, you're gonna start in the playoffs. Like,
Rams, if the Rams organization is listening, go sign Dwayne Haskins, please.
I've been Dwayne Haskins. I've been his biggest advocate because I still just think he was put into a bad situation in Washington. He was, even when he was drafted, his head coach at the time did not want him.
Mm-hmm.
The new head coach did not want him. That being said, he has had multiple chances to make them want him because the front office has made sure he gets out on the field. But every time he gets out on the field, he cannot make it happen. Yeah. I don't understand what it is.
I was shaking my head watching that game, man.
He can't get out of the way.
He can't. It's like, I don't know. Is it a mental thing because he knows none of these people want me? I don't know. He has too much talent to be as bad as he is when he gets in the game. Like, I don't know.
Who's the oh man, I saw the video. I agreed with some of the things he said. He was on Monday night and everybody wanted him off.
Booker McFarland?
Yeah. So he was saying he said some true things that just the players like Haskins and shit, they care more about their brand versus being able to go out and execute every week.
Well, we learned that last year when they had the game won and he missed going out in the field to take the kneel and victory formation because he was taking selfies with the fans. Like, Washington got the ball and Dwayne Haskins was nowhere to be found because he was with the fans taking selfies and he had to be out there for a kneel down.
Oh, he's a man of the people.
Nah. That is stupid.
I'm a Haskins guy, but he makes it impossible to want to defend him. That being said, though, if I'm Pittsburgh or Indy or Chicago and I need a quarterback, I'm taking a flyer on him.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
or LA.
No way.
Doesn't hurt to take a chance.
You got your quarterback $100 mil plus.
He's got a broken thumb. We need a quarterback for him right now.
They invested in him. What are you going to? You can't jump ship.
Yeah, but if you can
2 years, we can jump ship.
And if you can get Haskins for
that's
cheap,
it.
No, keep Jared Goff so you guys can continue to be handicapped. So you're going into the playoffs every season.
Right. Don't give them a competent quarterback. Yeah. I don't want Sean McVay to have a competent quarterback.
Keep him there.
Could you imagine what a Rams offense would look like if Sean McVay had a competent quarterback?
Well, yeah, you can see what it looks like. Look at the 2018 year.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
But give him that year in and year out. Oh no, I don't want to see that.
But we're talking about obviously the quarterback situation. Going back to more quarterback controversy. Tua and Fitzmagic.
Enter the Fitz,
man. What do y'all think about that going on in Miami? Is it sustainable to keep doing that shit? And what is that? What do you think that sends? What message do you think that sends to the team? Switching quarterbacks at the end of the game.
What message does it send to Tua?
See, the thing is, Tua, I mean, obviously it's an interview. He's going to say what he needs to say because he knows. He seems to not have an issue with it. But to show the team, it shows that I'm willing to win at all costs. Like, I'm going to pull my rookie franchise quarterback. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it shows them I still know that I'm handcuffed to him because I'm not going to bench him next game. Like Brian Flores, you just put in Ryan Fitzpatrick because he gives you the best chance to win. Then your first answer to the press conference is, oh, but I'm starting Tua next week. But you didn't just trust him to win you a game tonight. But you're telling me he gives you the best chance to win next week.
He said, but we got that win, though.
No, right. But I saw someone said something. They go, he only does this because Ryan Fitzpatrick is only good in spurts. You can't win a whole game with him because he takes too many risks. But if you need him to, play 3 drives at the end of the game, that's the guy you want in. I was like, you know what? Makes perfect sense. Tua keeps it close, and then Ryan Fitzpatrick takes the top off the offense at the end of the game.
And I think it's been easier for Tua because he's already been a part of this from Bama. So he probably is like, well, oh well.
If it works, just you gotta keep going with it until it doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. He's probably not taking it personal either.
I know
that's
him
a big thing.
Close, so because mentor-mentee thing. So
the problem is you're never going to win a Super Bowl that way.
Yeah, of course.
You can't. It's not feasible.
Let alone, how about a playoff game?
Well, you're not exactly.
Yeah,
you can't
because those
make a serious run.
Those possessions, you get all those possessions in the regular season. Then playoffs, teams get real stingy. 70 snaps turn into 50, and it's a whole different game. But we're gonna open it up to Kenny here. We know he loves this team. This is his favorite team through the season, since his childhood. The Cleveland Browns. Kenny, do you think the Cleveland Browns are gonna make the playoffs?
No, I told you because they're gonna lose, and Indy's gonna win, and Baltimore's gonna win.
Oh man! So yeah, because they're tied right now, aren't they?
Yeah, because right now they're in, but it's because it's like a massive tie. But as long as Indy wins, Baltimore wins. I don't even think Miami has to win. But
Colts are out because they lost to the Browns earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just feel like every week I'm more and more justified in what I say about the Cleveland Browns because they lost to the Jets. Like this is another perfect example. All you got to do is beat the New York Jets and you get into the playoffs and you lose the game.
Hottest team in the league.
Bro,
hottest team in the league. They got 2 wins. That's it.
Did y'all watch that game?
Yeah.
I watched a little bit.
He came out and threw 12 passes to Austin Hooper. That man was scared. That man was scared. He dropped back. Austin Hooper. He had I think it was like 9 targets in the first 2 drives.
Yeah, and it's like you almost want to give the Browns the benefit of the doubt last week. It's like, oh, well, they were playing without all these guys. But look at their receiver core and look at the New York Jets receiving core, and it was the same exact thing. And the Browns had a better tight end and a much better running game and a better defense. So I'm not giving you no benefit of the doubt. You should have won that game. So if you really think that I'm going to trust you to go in there and beat Pittsburgh now, no chance, because historically you always find a way to lose the game, and you're going to lose the game. And anyone who says 10-6 is a good year for Cleveland Browns, no, it's not, because they were 10-4 2 weeks ago, and all you had to do was beat the Jets and beat the Steelers with Mason Rudolph. If you finish 10-6, you stink, and this is a lost year.
I have a small rebuttal.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
But I mean, you have to look at the Cleveland Browns in the past. They barely make it to 500 or under 500. I mean, I know it's not a big improvement, but it's still a improvement from.
Yeah, this is amazing for us to see them that they get to this point.
But Phil, if I told you after week 14 or 15, the Browns are 10-4, all they have left are the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers with Mason Rudolph, you'd say, oh, they're finished 12-4, right?
Right.
So if they finish 10-6, that's not a disappointment. And they missed the playoffs.
I mean, compared to previous seasons, it isn't, but to this season,
yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you're 10-4 and you have a chance to make the playoffs by winning 1 game, and you lose to the Jets and a Mason Rudolph-led team, and you miss the playoffs, and there is no positive in that.
And to throw in that how they've been playing this season, they was rolling.
Yeah,
they was rolling.
There's no silver lining for me. If you miss the playoffs and finish 10-6, you stink.
All right,
that's fair.
More we just shitting on quarterbacks today. Daniel Jones, Tua. We got Baker Mayfield, and we're gonna finish with the last one. It's gonna be probably one of the focal points of the offseason for this team, the Chicago Bears, and Mitchell the Truth. What do y'all think of him?
I mean, I think he needed a little wake up call. He got back from that injury. You saw Nick Foles kind of take the job over from him a little bit. I mean, we don't even know if Trubisky. I mean, we knew he was hurt, but how hurt was he? Mm-hmm. He could have played maybe if the coach wanted him to. But I think he needed a little wake up call, and I think a lot of quarterbacks in the league need a wake up call. I think it's like a starting quarterback thing where they get comfortable. Oh, I can't lose my job. I'm getting paid. I'm a starting quarterback. I got drafted. And they get comfortable and they start to play like shit. So this is needed around the league for a lot of teams. The Rams.
I would love to see the Bears too, to be honest.
I think that Trubisky is like your perfect gap quarterback. Like I don't think he could ever be a franchise quarterback. He's too limited. We've seen that, but I don't think he's bad enough to be a career backup. But I think that he's like right now he's in like Chicago. They don't have a franchise guy, but they want to make the playoffs consistently. Like Mitch Trubisky is a good guy for that. But if you want the guy to take you over the hump, Mitch Trubisky is never going to be that guy.
Yep. Unless he gets more consistent, and he has not shown that yet. So
yeah, I completely agree with Kenny. Until he shows you like you can hand him the keys over the franchise, he's just going to be that guy until you have the opportunity to draft that next guy or sign that next guy. But I think I mean, it's possible for him to lead him to the playoffs, but I don't know if he'll do much in the playoffs depending on their matchup. So yeah, you just got to hold on to Trubisky until you get that opportunity for next QB.
He made the playoffs before, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Well, Khalil Mack made the playoffs, but yeah. That was the year when their defense was like historic.
He had like a pick six, fumble six.
And then Cody Park, he missed. Yeah, Cody Park, the doink, 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 the double doink.
That's right, the double doink. Yeah.
But guess what? If Mitch Trubisky makes a playoff this year, he's guaranteed to win in the first round because he plays against the Saints, and we all know what they do in the postseason.
Ooh.
On that note, we're gonna close it out on that note. I'm not even gonna respond. I'm not even gonna respond to someone that's not contending for the playoffs. You feel me?
Don't matter, baby. I told you guys in week 8 we were done.
We were done. But the week before he's like, "We coming back." Yeah.
That's right. And then week 8 happened, and reality set in.
All right.
What do you say week to week? So week 7 we were in it. The next week we were out of it.
Hey, listen, don't take my phrases.
Lawrence, he's a week to week fan.
I'm gonna have to trademark that. I'm gonna have to trademark that. You're gonna have to give me some money, take you to court on that. Stop taking my sayings, man. But really appreciate y'all for tuning in, listening, watching, whatever you're doing here. Make sure you guys share us, our content with your friends. If you enjoy sports, reach out to us. We're potentially looking for some special guests that know as much or more than us, to just bring a different dynamic to this platform here. Any last words, fellas?
Make sure you like the video as well.
Yeah, like the video.
If you do get invited to come on the podcast, come correct. Know your facts. Don't just throw stuff out there, because we will put you in check, and don't take it personally. You see, we do it to each other all the time. It happens, but don't come on here thinking it's sweet and you can say whatever you want, because we will make you have to defend yourself.
I got two things to say.
You will get clipped, and it will be posted if you get stepped on it. We will. That's content too.
I got two things to say before we end it here.
Yeah.
One, fuck you, Lawrence. And two, let's go Packers, baby. Let's go. Rams.
I don't know why
Super Bowl champs.
I want to know.
John Wolford.
I rub people so the wrong way all the time. Like, where does this come from?
You're doing something right then. If you,
I would never say anything like that to you. That's crazy, bro.
Say it once to him. That's how we sign off.
Yo, Phil is the world's biggest instigator.
Thanks. But like I said,
I don't think I didn't hear you talking shit the other day, Phil, in the chat, unprovoked. I wasn't even talking.
He said back call. Jalen Ramsey ain't shit. But like I said, I appreciate it. Appreciate each of these guys for being consistent with me. And we hope to have you guys listen in, watch, share with a friend. Make sure you follow the network on all platforms at IBTE Network. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of that.
What's her?
Appreciate y'all. We'll catch you later.